And we have returned. You're listening to CSE Talk Radio. This is Beth Ann. I'm visiting with Greg Owens of Liberty Tabletop. You can visit their website. Real simple. Go directly there to libertytabletop.com. Or you can go through my website. I've got a link there to their website in a couple of different places. You can click on that. Or you can give them a call at 844-386-2338. Visit the website and look at the patterns. You're going to absolutely love them. One of them is going to be yours. I can guarantee it. One of them is going to be yours because they've got all personalities up there, and they continue to meet that need as they can, as best they can. We have Roger from New Mexico. I want to talk about foreign trade just a little bit. Real quick, Roger, what's on your mind?
Yeah, I have a real-life experience of why we're being cheated by China. I'm an engineer. I needed a thread tap. I needed to tap some threads in my motorcycle. So I ordered a metric tap, 10-millimeter metric tap, from a company I used to use in the 80s, MSC, American company. Well, it cost $15 for the tap and $15 for shipping and handling. I got the wrong thread size, so I had to reorder it, and somebody suggested, why don't you try eBay? So I went on eBay. I found the same tap for, you won't believe this, $3 free shipping from China.
Was it correct when you got it? Was it correct when you got it?
I haven't got it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah, well, it'll take a month or so to get it, maybe longer.
Yeah. That really is the crux of our problem. China uses slave labor, and you can blame it on Zbigniew Brzezinski, who worked for LBJ in the 60s, and he normalized relations with China so we can ship our factories to China. And everybody can make a killing except you and me.
Well, it's like Greg said. This has been going on a very, very, very long time, and it's just breaking the bank here as far as our own companies and manufacturing here. Thank you, Roger. Appreciate the call.
Yeah, it started with Mika's dad. Mika is on Morning Joe, and she's about a New World Order criminal as he was.
Oh.
Okay, I'll let you go.
All right, thanks, Roger. Appreciate it. You know, Greg, it is kind of like that, and it in the clothing line, it's even, you know, you can get this dirt cheap stuff and you walk out and it doesn't stand together very long. And but you can't hardly buy. You cannot buy. I like to wear high heels because I am only a little under 5'2", and you can't buy them made in America. I'm waiting for some manufacturer, some female, to start their own business. You know, where's Melania? Come on, let's start one right here, you know, where we can buy our own stilettos right here in the USA. But it is difficult.
I would love to see her or someone else step up to the plate. By the way, I've met her a couple of times. She is absolutely amazing.
She is.
In her ability to speak. And, you know, you can kind of tell the difference between people who just memorized a bunch of talking points and folks who really understand issues and can talk about them. And she certainly has a broad depth of understanding of her initiatives and is able to speak very well.
I haven't met her. I haven't had that privilege, but she strikes me as quite the lady and a very intelligent woman. You don't speak that many languages without being intelligent.
Right.
And so, yeah, I really appreciate her. And I like her demeanor. You know, she's just really soft-spoken, yet sometimes she might be scolding, and you know she's scolding you, but she's not yelling, she's not screaming, she's not cursing. She's just got a real soft demeanor. I kind of like that. So
you kind of walk out going, okay, I just met the smartest person in the room. So that kind of sums it up.
And I think President Trump might agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking at your website today, and I was admiring the dishes. And the tableware and the dishes and the flatware and the cookware. And the cookware kind of caught my eye, and I'll tell you why, because, you know, I told you I lost a home in a fire. Now, it's been many years ago. But I'll tell you what, when you don't have anything to cook with and you don't have any dishes, or you've just gotten some that have been, you know, in a pack from people that they're giving you what they no longer use, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not putting that down. It got us through some pretty tough times. But some of the cookware that we were given was pretty thin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you couldn't possibly cook in it. You know, we did have to use some of the money that was gifted to us to finally go get some cookware. So the cookware immediately caught my eye. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit.
Well, this is actually, we partnered with a company by the name of 360. The cookware is all made in Wisconsin, and there are 4 or 5 brands of American-made cookware. This is by far the best. It's a waterless system, so you can use less oil while you're cooking. It's much healthier. It keeps the nutrients and the natural juices in the chicken or vegetables or whatever you're cooking. And a lot of people get scared away by looking at a stainless steel pan thinking everything is going to stick to it and it's going to be a mess cleaning up, and they like their nonstick surfaces, which the more you dig into there, your son would like to do some research on that.
Oh, yeah.
The scarier that becomes what is in that stuff and what makes it stick to the
bad.
pan. But what I learned when we started looking for a cookware line to add to our Made in America tabletop solution and kitchen solution website was that it all has to do with preheating the pan. You heat it up. You throw a little bit of water on there, a couple drops. When the water starts to bounce around in little balls,
it's ready to go.
Then you're good to go. And you can, if you want to put a little butter or oil in there, you can. But you can literally throw a piece of meat or whatever you're cooking right onto that preheated surface, and cleanup is as easy as it is in many cases with a nonstick pan.
Well, I grew up
all the health concerns.
I grew up cooking with cast iron, so I know how to heat that, and I know how it works. And I think that as far as the stickless, we're just lazy. We're just lazy when we cook, and I have a son that was a cook in the Army, and he's all about cookware. I'm going to have to show him this cookware, and he's all about that. But he loves those iron skillets, and he's got a cast iron kettle and got all kinds of stuff that he likes, or not a kettle, Dutch oven, that he loves to cook with, and so I know he would like this cookware. So that it just caught my eye because I remember a time when I couldn't find anything decent. It was all so thin. It wasn't. It just wasn't made right, and it would warp if you got it too hot. It would warp if you didn't do it just right. So,
one of the reasons our cookware is so thick and heavy is because it's a clad design, and people out there might have heard of the brand All Clad. It's pretty widely distributed in stores. It's a similar thing. I think our quality is quite a bit better than that, but basically what it is it's alternating layers of stainless steel on the outside with aluminum in the middle. And the reason they do that is because stainless steel doesn't deflect the heat, so you'd end up with hot spots wherever the flame was hitting the stainless steel. But when it hits the aluminum layer, it deflects it a little bit, heats it up, hits another aluminum layer, deflects it, and then the stainless steel that's next to your food is evenly heated, so you don't have to worry about hot spots.
It's all in how they make it. It's all how
quality
manufacturing.
Right.
Yes. We are out of time. I sat here and took all your time up. I apologize. I want everyone to go to libertytabletop.com. libertytabletop.com. They've got everything for your kitchen there, everything in your tabletop. I wanted to talk about the teaspoons because that was kind of near and dear to my heart too, and the baby spoons that you have. But we'll do that another day. You'll be back in a few weeks and we'll talk about it then. libertytabletop.com, setting the table to bring America home.